Greetings, I'm Joshua Courtade, the writer, director, and producer of the upcoming absurdist comedy film Sensei Carl vs. the Apocalypse. Yeah, I started developing Sensei Carl vs. the Apocalypse years ago when I was in grad school. I got the idea while I was watching an episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000. They were riffing a movie called Samson vs. the Vampire Women. Samson was the English-dubbed version of El Santo, a Mexican luchador who starred as a fictionalized version of himself in a whole bunch of movies back in the 1960s, 70s, and 80s. He was sort of like Batman in that he was kind of this mysterious masked superhero. No one knew his identity, but he would pop up to help the police to battle gangsters and crooks, and eventually more fantastical nemesis like werewolves, vampires, aliens. And I thought the concept of a wrestler who moonlights as a superhero was kind of hilarious. It wasn't long before the character of Sensei Carl formed in my brain. I started writing the script as a project for one of my MFA classes. I got some wonderful feedback from my peers and my professors, but by the end of the process, I really felt like I had moved pretty far away from the original absurdist concept I'd started with. Over the years, I kept coming back to Sensei Carl and trying to rewrite the story and figure out what exactly is this movie. One day I was talking with my friend and colleague Ryan about a burglar character who showed up in a little silent movie segment of my movie Moon Ghost Returns. And I was thinking about developing an entire silent feature around him. Ryan suggested that a silent movie was a tough sell, but maybe I could still make it very visual and slapstick. I started developing that project, but it very quickly turned into a new version of Sensei Carl vs. the Apocalypse, something that was much closer in spirit to the original vision for the character. I wrote the new version very quickly, it's very silly, and I'm really happy about it. Keep checking back for more updates about Sensei Carl vs. the Apocalypse.